Hey y'all, quick message for the collective. Let's keep in mind that every message I put out is not going to resonate for everybody. So, specifically, I did something for this message. I asked who is this message going to be for, and I received the two cards grounding and addiction. Right? What I'm getting from this is this message is going to be for those of you who are in the midst of regaining recalibration. Okay, you're being recalibrated, you're being rejuvenated, you're coming more into your stability, more focused on the importance of what you should be doing, what you should be focused upon at this time. I'm also getting for whoever this is for and resonating for, you're breaking free or in the midst, in a transition of breaking free, breaking out of some sort of codependent habit that you normally would have or that you've become accustomed and or comfortable with. For some of you, this could be emotional blockages. This could be you restraining or holding yourself back, withholding yourself from certain people, places, things, environments, or new habits because of whatever the emotional or mental blockages has been for you. But this is going to be those of you who are coming more into stability. Okay, you're regaining your power, you're regaining discipline, regaining control over your own life, your own circumstances, and in the midst, in the transition of releasing yourself from whatever blockages has been there for you. Okay. Now, I also asked, what did you need to know at this time? And you have apology and forgiveness. So, what you need to know at this time is it's time to forgive yourself for what you may know now that you did not know in the beginning. Somebody here is still holding on to emotional and mental burdens from pent up, repressed, suppressed pain, trauma. It is more internal than external, okay? Because for some of you here, you have a new beginning. You have new stability and new stabilized foundation wanting to come in for you. You have reciprocity wanting to be given to you, but you at this point in time, you come off guarded, maybe even a little defensive. It's like you have either a specific or certain specific opportunities. It could be more than one, wanting to present themselves to you. New leaps of faith, new destinations, traveling opportunities, job opportunities, career opportunities, promotions, even love for some of you. But you're holding yourself back due to one, I want to say fear, but it's also fear of what if. Fear of what if this doesn't work if I take this leap of faith. Fear of what if things don't go right, or what if things go exactly how they went in the past. What if I end up hurt again? What if it's a bunch of what ifs for things that hasn't even happened yet because you haven't even given yourself the chance to take whatever this opportunity is, to take that leap of faith in the direction, because you're holding on to the what ifs. What if things go wrong? But once again, what if things go right? I always say it's so easy to think about all the negative things that can happen. But it's just as easy to think about the good things that can happen if you allow yourself to do so. And in order to do that, you must be willing to train your mind. You must be willing to do things you've never done before, think things you've never thought before. You must be willing to travel down new avenues that you've never been to before if you want something different. And that's what this is pointing to for whoever I'm resonating with at this time. It's time for you to open yourself up to forgiveness, forgiving yourself more than anything for now seeing something that you probably overlooked or didn't see in the beginning. It's okay. We all have to get here. We all have been here already. A lot of us are still going through it, but it's really not about where you've been. It's about how far you've come and where you're aiming to go. So now, what are you willing to do with the time that you have? We all have the same amount of time in a day and a night. It's about what you do with that time, and that depicts how your life looks on the outside. Are you at peace, or when you wake up, is your world still in chaos and drama filled? If so, it's time for you to start making some arrangements, rearranging some people, places, and things around, rearranging your time and focusing it on better. Because what's going on is you're holding on to pain, you're holding on to trauma, you're holding on to all these things. How can you ever be at peace if you're holding on to all the drama that you've collected? But that's what you need to know. It's time to open yourself up to forgiveness, forgiving yourself for what you now know, what you didn't know in the beginning. Because you have opportunities wanting to be given to you, you have opportunities wanting to be presented to you, but people don't even know if it's okay to approach these opportunities, can't even get in because you're so closed off, you're guarded, you've been hurt before, I get it, but you want to carry that throughout your whole life? Because if so, then this is where you're going to remain. Like that and like that. Hand in your head. Still wondering what if. I also asked what you need to be aware of moving forward, and you have attraction Mars hot. What you need to be aware of moving forward is that you have received clarity. You've received clarity on something that you were once in your head about, you were once confused about. You now have clarity on what you need to do. And so it's time for you to get started moving forward. There is still some conflict, whether it's internal or external or a bit of both, that needs to be cleared out, because you can't receive what's meant for you if you don't clear whatever this is out. Because if you was to receive what's meant for you, then whatever you have going on in the background or internally would mess that up. You would self-sabotage whatever new opportunity you have being offered or wanting to be offered to you by ways of repeating patterns, repeating cycles, letting the same thing happen in the new that happened in the past, and it would mess it up. It would change it to the same thing that it's been before: drama, chaos, a bunch of BS. Now, I don't know if these are people in the mix that needs to be cleared out, drama filled people, people who love chaos, who operate out of chaos and drama, or if this is just you holding on to internal conflict and drama that you have yet to clear out. But whatever the case may be, it's time to get it cleared out because it's holding you back from this. Your happiness lies on the other side of what you fear. And I fear that you already know that, whoever I'm talking to. You're just taking a long time to get there because you don't know how things are going to play out and you keep holding on to the what ifs. But it's time to release yourself from them what ifs because you feel left out in the cold. You feel black, you feel alone, you feel lonely. Even if you got people around you, you feel alone. You don't feel seen, you don't feel heard, you don't feel understood, you don't even feel appreciated wherever you are. Wherever you are, whoever you're around, you don't feel this. You feel this. You feel lack. You feel regret. You feel pain. You feel restraint. You feel abandonment. Well, these are the wounds that, whatever your circumstances are that you're currently in, this is what your wounds are pushing you towards, to break free from that. Because once you come up out of this, you move into this. But you must be willing to do the work required of you to move from this to get to this. Get what I'm saying? Your happiness lies on the other side of fear. But in order for you to get here, you got to be willing to take that leap of faith and go forward. All right. As far as your advice, you have trust, divine time, inspire, watching, inspecting, karma, balance, justice. Listen, give yourself time. This transition, it's not easy. It's not easy, but it's doable. Give yourself time. And in this time, it's not so much about the time that you get, it's about what you do with the time that you have. In this time, the great divine God, the universe, the multiverse, whatever you believe it as to be, wants you to transmute that pain into strength. They want you to reflect. They want you to journal. They want you to eat better. They want you to write. They want you to sing. They want you to make music. They want you to do things that make you happy and make you stronger. They want you to do things that show that you are transmuting that pain into power. They want you to do things to help you bounce back, not stay stuck. That is what you're meant to do with the time that you have, whether you're in self-reflection, whether you decide to cut off the world right now and stay to yourself. They want you to utilize your time properly moving forward, because once you come out of this transition, you're meant to be stronger, not more broken, baby. I'm wishing you the best. Allow divine timing to happen, and I hope this helped.